Our unplanned breakdowns have been quite a challenge for us even throughout the festive season. If you remember, we said in order to contain load shedding or to have a low risk of load shedding, we need to contain the unplanned outages to below 9,500 megawatts. These have been trending above that level throughout the festive season. The benefit that we've had is that the demand in electricity had dropped over festive because a lot of the businesses and industries do close. Yesterday, from Friday, actually, we had the incident with the conveyor belt. That has since been fixed, so that is running, and the plant at Medupi is feeding power into the grid. But over that period, while this was out of action, we've had to use a lot of the emergency reserves, which is our pump storage schemes and our open cycle gas turbines, which use diesel to generate electricity. And we need to replenish those in order to make sure that we have adequate capacity to meet the demand from tomorrow when some of the businesses will be reopening.
Yeah. One of the challenges, of course, and you said that the conveyor belt has been fixed, but there seems to be unending challenges when it comes to the Medupi power station. Can you maybe elaborate for us and our viewers, really, what are some of the challenges that are faced there at Medupi, maybe just in layman's terms, because every time there is some kind of an issue, we hear that something went wrong at Medupi, for example.
I think the bigger issue really is around our fleet and our coal fleet in particular. And we have not been able to get them to be predictable. Our power station units are not operating optimally, and as we said previously, largely because we hadn't maintained them over a long period of time. So like you have a car, if you don't take it for service when it's meant to go for service, it's likely to not be very reliable, and over time it might even break down completely. So that's what we've been seeing at our power station units. So the bigger issue is around making sure that those power station units are well maintained, and we have a recovery plan in place to make sure that this is done. But the benefits of that we'll only see over 2 years. So until then, we're likely to continue seeing this constrained system and this vulnerable system that is unpredictable. Medupi itself does have challenges, as you point out. There are some defects at the power stations that we've spoken about previously as well. And part of the recovery plan is to deal with those defects. In this instance, I understand that it may be a design issue around the coal conveyor belt, which is also going to be addressed going forward.
A shortage of ambulances and poor road